Dr. Elena Ramirez stood by the observation deck, her gaze fixed on the sprawling expanse of the Andes below. The research facility nestled seamlessly into the rugged landscape, a testament to humanity's ability to blend technology with nature. The morning sun cast a golden hue over the snow-capped peaks, reflecting off the glass panels that surrounded the laboratory. Inside, the hum of advanced machinery provided a constant backdrop to Elena's work. As an exobiologist, her days were consumed by studying potential extraterrestrial life forms, a pursuit that often went unnoticed by the wider scientific community. Despite her groundbreaking research, recognition remained elusive, overshadowed by more publicly celebrated fields. Elena's thoughts drifted to her teenage son, Alex, who was preparing for another day at the local school. Balancing her demanding career with motherhood was a daily challenge, but the bond they shared made every sacrifice worthwhile. She glanced at the family photo on her desk, a reminder of what kept her grounded amidst the pressures of her work. The facility itself was a marvel of modern engineering, equipped with state-of-the-art laboratories, advanced communication arrays, and secure living quarters. It served as humanity's front line for extraterrestrial research and defense, strategically located in a remote area to minimize external interruptions. Despite its isolation, the facility was abuzz with activity, driven by the ever-present quest to uncover the mysteries of the universe. Geopolitical tensions simmered beneath the surface as nations vied for dominance in space exploration and technological advancements. The world outside the Andes was a precarious balance of power, with alliances shifting and resources becoming increasingly scarce. These undercurrents hinted at an impending global shift, one that would soon demand the attention of every scientist within the facility. Elena's workstation was cluttered with holographic displays and data streams, each screen offering a glimpse into the vastness of space. She meticulously analyzed the latest signals received from deep space probes, searching for any hint of intelligent life. Her expertise was unparalleled, yet her contributions were often overshadowed by louder voices in the scientific community. As she delved deeper into the data, an abrupt alert flashed across her main screen. A series of rapid notifications confirmed the presence of an unidentified spacecraft entering Earth's orbit. Heart-pounding, Elena scanned the incoming data. The vessel was unlike anything humanity had encountered before, massive in scale with a design that defied conventional engineering principles. The news spread like wildfire. Global communication systems began to falter, disrupted by the enigmatic signals emanating from the spacecraft. Panic set in as governments wrestled with the unprecedented event, struggling to interpret the intentions of the unknown visitors. Emergency meetings were convened, and military defenses were put on high alert in an effort to respond to the unforeseen threat. Elena felt a surge of urgency. Her expertise was suddenly thrust into the spotlight as the facility became a critical hub for decoding the alien signals. The weight of responsibility pressed down on her, knowing that the fate of humanity might hinge on her ability to understand and communicate with the extraterrestrial presence. Balancing her professional duties with the anxiety of protecting her son, Elena found herself at the center of a global crisis. The serene isolation of the Andes was shattered by the reality that humanity was no longer alone in the cosmos. The peaceful routine of her research days was replaced by a relentless pursuit to decipher the messages from the stars, each breakthrough and setback bringing the world closer to an uncertain future. As the days turned into nights filled with endless data analysis and strategic planning, Elena's resolve strengthened. The initial shock gave way to a determination fueled by humanity's innate resilience and ingenuity. She knew that the coming days would test not only her scientific acumen, but also the very essence of what it meant to be human in the face of the unknown. Dr. Elena Ramirez swiftly moved from her workstation, her mind racing with the implications of the sudden appearance of the unidentified spacecraft. The facility was thrown into chaos as alarms blared and red warning lights flashed across every screen. Communications experts scrambled to re-establish contact with global networks, but the electromagnetic pulse from the alien vessel had crippled major cities, leaving humanity's technological backbone momentarily severed. Elena's heart pounded as she made her way to the central command hub, where the top scientists and military advisors had convened in a state of frantic urgency. The large, holographic display in the center of the room projected a live feed of the alien ship, its colossal form casting a shadow over the Earth below. The design was unlike any terrestrial architecture, sleek, with geometric patterns that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. General Marcus Lee stood at the forefront, his stern expression reflecting the gravity of the situation. His typically commanding presence was now tinged with uncertainty, a rarity that did not go unnoticed by Elena. "Dr. Ramirez, we need your expertise," he addressed her directly, breaking away from the ongoing discussions. "These signals, they're unlike anything we've encountered. Your team is our best hope at understanding their intentions." Elena nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility settle upon her shoulders. She glanced at the other experts in the room, each one sharing a mix of fear and determination. Among them was Dr. Aisha Khan, a renowned linguist and cryptographer, whose recent work on artificial languages had suddenly become crucial. As Elena began analyzing the incoming signals, patterns emerged that suggested a complex form of communication. The sequences were mathematical yet artistic, indicating a sophisticated intelligence behind them. She and Aisha worked side by side, their efforts synchronized in the high-pressure environment. Hours passed in a blur of data streams and urgent protocols. The initial fear of an invasion was tempered by the possibility of peaceful contact, but the ambiguity of the aliens' intentions kept everyone on edge. The electromagnetic disruptions hinted at a capability for both communication and potential combat, leaving the global community in a precarious balance. Suddenly, the holographic display flickered, and a series of visual messages began to unfold. The aliens presented themselves as explorers, seeking knowledge and willing to share their advancements with humanity. However, the language barrier created misunderstandings that left room for doubt. Elena's team struggled to interpret the nuances, aware that any misstep could escalate tensions. While the scientific community debated the best approach, the world outside descended into turmoil. Governments struggled to maintain order as infrastructure failures led to widespread panic. Power grids went offline, transportation systems halted, and basic necessities became scarce. The alien presence forced humanity to confront its vulnerabilities in ways never before imagined. Amidst the global crisis, Elena received unsettling news from her personal life. Alex, her teenage son, had been at the local school when the alien surveying teams arrived. The school was identified as a potential site for resource mapping, and authorities had decided to include educational institutions in their reconnaissance efforts. Elena's heart sank at the thought of her son being exposed to the unpredictable presence of the extraterrestrial visitors. Determined to protect Alex, Elena coordinated with the facility's security team to ensure his safety. She contacted his school, arranging for a temporary relocation to a secure environment within the research facility's fortified perimeter. The separation from her son added a layer of personal anxiety to Elena's already intense professional obligations, and Sci-Fi. The days unfolded. The facility became a flurry of activity. Elena and Aisha made significant breakthroughs in deciphering the alien language, uncovering references to shared knowledge and mutual advancement. Yet, despite these promising signs, the fear of hidden motives lingered. The alien technology, while impressive, held secrets that humanity was only beginning to grasp. Trust became a fragile currency in the interactions between humans and the extraterrestrial visitors. Diplomatic channels were established, but every exchange was scrutinized for potential threats. Elena found herself navigating a delicate dance of cooperation and caution, aware that the future of humanity could hinge on the outcome of these initial encounters. The aliens, observing humanity's attempts at communication, began to adjust their strategies. They demonstrated a willingness to share technological insights, yet their actions remained enigmatic, leaving room for suspicion among the human ranks. The disparity in technological advancement created a power imbalance that anyone could exploit, heightening tensions both within the facility and across the globe. Elena's leadership was tested as internal conflicts arose within the human coalition. Different nations and factions vied for control over the alien technology, each with their own agendas and ethical considerations. Sabotage and espionage threatened to undermine the fragile alliances, forcing Elena to mediate disputes and advocate for a unified approach to the unfolding crisis. In the midst of the external pressures, Elena faced her own internal struggles. The constant stress of being at the forefront of a global emergency took a toll on her mental and emotional well-being. Balancing her dedication to her work with the yearning to protect her son became a daily challenge, driving her to the brink of exhaustion. One evening, as the facility's artificial lights dimmed to simulate a day-night cycle, Elena sat alone in her office reflecting on the events that had transpired. The weight of leadership pressed heavily upon her, and she questioned whether humanity was truly prepared for this unprecedented encounter. Her thoughts were interrupted by the soft hum of her terminal, indicating a new transmission from the alien ship. With a deep breath, she initiated the decoding process, her fingers dancing over the holographic interface. The message was cryptic, laden with complex symbols that required a blend of scientific acumen and linguistic intuition to unravel. Hours turned into sleepless nights as Elena and Aisha worked tirelessly, driven by the hope that understanding these messages could pave the way for peaceful coexistence. Finally, a breakthrough emerged. The decoded message revealed a proposition for a shared knowledge exchange program, offering humanity access to advanced technologies in exchange for insights into Earth's biodiversity and cultural heritage. The offer was enticing, yet the underlying motives remained obscured, leaving room for skepticism among the human leadership. Elena presented the findings to General Lee and the other key figures within the facility. The proposal sparked intense debates, with some advocating for immediate acceptance to gain technological advancements that could propel humanity into a new era, while others warned of the potential risks and the possibility of exploitation. Tension reached a boiling point when a faction within the military proposed a preemptive strike against the alien vessel, arguing that their true intentions could not be trusted. The room was split, loyalties torn between the fear of the unknown and the promise of collaboration. Elena stood firm, advocating for a measured approach that balanced caution with the opportunity for mutual growth. As the debate raged on, an unexpected development occurred. A secondary transmission from the alien ship revealed a distress signal, indicating that their vessel had sustained damage from an unknown source. The message included coordinates to a nearby asteroid belt, suggesting that external factors were impacting their mission on Earth. The new information shifted the dynamics within the facility. Elena saw an opportunity to bridge the gap of mistrust, proposing a joint mission to investigate the asteroid belt and offer assistance to the alien visitors. General Lee hesitated, torn between the immediate directive to safeguard humanity and the strategic advantage that cooperation could provide. With the clock ticking and external threats looming, Elena took the initiative. She assembled a team of scientists and military personnel, including Aisha and Captain Marcus Lee, to embark on the collaborative mission. The decision was met with resistance from certain factions, but the looming alien distress signal necessitated swift action. The joint mission commenced with a blend of human ingenuity and alien technology, navigating the treacherous asteroid belt with unprecedented precision. The team faced numerous challenges, from navigating through dense fields of debris to overcoming unforeseen technical failures. Each obstacle tested their resolve and their ability to work together despite inherent mistrust. During the mission, Elena and Aisha worked closely with the alien representatives, forging a tentative alliance that transcended cultural and linguistic barriers. The shared goal of survival in the volatile environment fostered a sense of camaraderie, gradually dissolving the initial hostilities and fostering mutual respect. As they reached the damaged sector of the asteroid belt, the true nature of the external threat became apparent. A rogue faction from the alien civilization, opposed to the peaceful mission, was sabotaging both human and alien efforts to stabilize the situation. The rival group viewed the collaboration as a threat to their own agenda, leading to a series of confrontations that endangered the mission's success. Elena found herself at the heart of the conflict, navigating not only the physical dangers of the asteroid field but also the intricate web of alliances and betrayals. The rogue alien's actions forced her to make difficult decisions, balancing the imperative to protect her team with the broader goal of fostering interstellar peace. In a climactic confrontation, Elena and her team successfully neutralized the rogue faction's operations, restoring a fragile peace within the mission. The experience cemented the bonds between humans and the cooperative aliens, laying the groundwork for a new era of collaboration and shared knowledge. Returning to Earth, the mission's success was hailed as a testament to humanity's resilience and capacity for adaptation. The collaboration with the alien visitors progressed, with technological exchanges and cultural exchange program, offering humanity access to advanced technologies in exchange for insights into Earth's biodiversity and cultural heritage. The offer was enticing, yet the underlying motives remained obscured, leaving room for skepticism among the human leadership. Elena presented the findings to General Lee and the other key figures within the facility. The proposal sparked intense debates, with some advocating for immediate acceptance to gain technological advancements that could propel humanity into a new era, while others warned of the potential risks and the possibility of exploitation. The tension reached a boiling point when a faction within the military proposed a preemptive strike against the alien vessel, arguing that their true intentions could not be trusted. The room was split, loyalties torn between the fear of the unknown and the promise of collaboration. Elena stood firm, advocating for a measured approach that balanced caution with the opportunity for mutual growth. As the debate raged on, an unexpected development occurred. A secondary transmission from the alien ship revealed a distress signal, indicating that their vessel had sustained damage from an unknown source. The message included coordinates to a nearby asteroid belt, suggesting that external factors were impacting their mission on Earth. The new information shifted the dynamics within the facility. Elena saw an opportunity to bridge the gap of mistrust, proposing a joint mission to investigate the asteroid belt and offer assistance to the alien visitors. General Lee hesitated, torn between the immediate directive to safeguard humanity and the strategic advantage that cooperation could provide. With the clock ticking and external threats looming, Elena took the initiative. She assembled a team of scientists and military personnel, including Aisha and Captain Marcus Lee, to embark on the collaborative mission. The decision was met with resistance from certain factions, but the looming alien distress signal necessitated swift action. The joint mission commenced with a blend of human ingenuity and alien technology, navigating the treacherous asteroid belt with unprecedented precision. The team faced numerous challenges, from navigating through dense fields of debris to overcoming unforeseen technical failures. Each obstacle tested their resolve and their ability to work together despite inherent mistrust. During the mission, Elena and Aisha worked closely with the alien representatives, forging a tentative alliance that transcended cultural and linguistic barriers. The shared goal of survival in the volatile environment fostered a sense of camaraderie, gradually dissolving the initial hostilities and fostering mutual respect. As they reached the damaged sector of the asteroid belt, the true nature of the external threat became apparent. A rogue faction from the alien civilization, opposed to the peaceful mission, was sabotaging both human and alien efforts to stabilize the situation. The rival group viewed the collaboration as a threat to their own agenda, leading to a series of confrontations that endangered the mission's success. Elena found herself at the heart of the conflict, navigating not only the physical dangers of the asteroid field but also the intricate web of alliances and betrayals. The rogue alien's actions forced her to make difficult decisions, balancing the imperative to protect her team with the broader goal of fostering interstellar peace. In a climactic confrontation, Elena and her team successfully neutralized the rogue faction's operations, restoring a fragile peace within the mission. The experience cemented the bonds between humans and the cooperative aliens, laying the groundwork for a new era of collaboration and shared knowledge. Returning to Earth, the mission's success was hailed as a testament to humanity's resilience and capacity for adaptation. The collaboration with the alien visitors progressed, with technological exchanges and cultural exchanges becoming the norm. However, the experience also left lingering questions about the complexities of interspecies interactions and the potential for unforeseen threats. Elena stood before a global audience, sharing the mission's outcomes and advocating for continued cooperation and vigilance. Her message resonated with a world still reeling from the initial shock, offering a path forward that embraced both the possibilities and the responsibilities that came with newfound alliances. As humanity began to rebuild and integrate alien technologies, the lessons learned from the initial encounters underscored the importance of unity, adaptability, and ethical considerations in navigating the vast unknowns of the cosmos. The balance between trust and caution remained delicate, a constant reminder of the ever-present challenges that lay beyond the stars. The facility in the Andes evolved into a central hub for interstellar diplomacy and scientific advancement, symbolizing humanity's willingness to embrace its role in the larger cosmic community. Elena's leadership and dedication became an inspiration, embodying the very essence of human resilience and ingenuity that had turned the tide in the face of an uncertain future. Elena stood before the holographic map projected in the central command hub, her mind racing with the implications of their recent success. The joint mission to the asteroid belt had not only forged a fragile alliance with Talara and her contingent, but had also exposed the depths of human resilience and ingenuity. However, beneath the surface of triumph lay simmering tensions that threatened to unravel the delicate trust they had begun to build. General Lee paced the room, his authoritative presence a stark contrast to the collaborative atmosphere Elena had worked so hard to cultivate. The command center buzzed with activity as scientists and military personnel scurried to address new challenges that emerged from their initial encounters with the extraterrestrial visitors. "We need to discuss the next steps," General Lee declared, halting his stride. The rogue faction's interference wasn't an isolated incident. If there are more like them, we could be facing an ongoing threat. Elena nodded, understanding the gravity of his concerns. The discovery of the rogue aliens had not only jeopardized the mission, but had also cast a shadow over the newly formed alliance. Trust, once so fragile, now teetered on the brink of collapse. Dr. Aisha Khan approached, her expression thoughtful. "Elena, we've made progress in understanding their technology, but there are still so many unknowns. If we're to continue working together, we need a deeper understanding of their societal structure and motivations." Elena agreed, recognizing that the key to sustainable cooperation lay in bridging the gaps of understanding between their species. "We need to establish a dedicated research team focused on their cultural and technological frameworks. It's the only way to prevent future misunderstandings and potential conflicts." As discussions continued, Captain Marcus Lee entered the command hub, his demeanor tense. The recent attacks on human infrastructure had left him wary of the alien presence. "We've intercepted another signal," he reported, displaying a series of encrypted messages on the holographic screen. "This one's different, more aggressive. It suggests that the rogue faction is planning something significant." Elena and Aisha leaned in, their eyes scanning the unfamiliar symbols. "We need to decode this immediately," Elena stated, her determination unshaken despite the mounting threats. "If there's a coordinated effort against us, we need to anticipate their moves." Days turned into weeks as the facility became a hive of activity. The research team delved deeper into the alien language, uncovering layers of complexity that hinted at a rich and intricate culture. Simultaneously, the military worked tirelessly to bolster Earth's defenses, aware that the balance between cooperation and preparedness was precarious. Amidst the professional turmoil, personal tensions began to surface. Captain Lee's skepticism towards the alien alliance often clashed with Elena's unwavering belief in collaboration. Their differing perspectives sparked heated debates, testing the very foundation of their teamwork. One evening, as the facility's artificial lights flickered to simulate dusk, Elena found herself alone in the observation deck, reflecting on the weight of her responsibilities. The stars outside seemed distant, a reminder of the vast unknown that humanity now grappled with. Her thoughts drifted to Alex, wondering how he was coping with the chaos that had upended their lives. A soft knock interrupted her solitude. Dr. Khan entered, her expression a mix of concern and determination. "Elena, I've made a breakthrough," she announced, holding up a datapad. "We believe the rogue signals are not just attacks but coordinated attempts to disrupt our communication channels." Elena leaned over to examine the data. "If they're trying to cut us off, then controlling the flow of information becomes crucial. We need to find a way to counteract their interference." As they strategized, an urgent transmission came. Through the secure channel, Talara's image materialized before them, her demeanor tense. "We have detected increased hostile activity from the rogue faction. They are moving assets towards key strategic points on Earth. Immediate action is required to prevent escalation." Elena's heart pounded as she processed the information. The situation was deteriorating faster than anticipated. "We need to mobilize our defenses and work closely with your team to identify and neutralize these threats," she responded, her voice steady despite the rising tension. Back in the command hub, General Lee addressed the assembled personnel. "Our intel suggests that the rogue faction is targeting critical infrastructure to weaken our global response capabilities. We must strengthen our security protocols and enhance our surveillance to detect and counteract their movements." The facility became a battleground of minds and wills, as Elena and Aisha worked tirelessly to decode the rogue signals. Captain Lee oversaw the fortification of the research center, ensuring that every possible vulnerability was addressed. The pressure was immense, and the stakes higher than ever before. Amidst the chaos, a new player emerged. A high-ranking official from one of the leading world governments requested a private meeting with Elena. "Dr. Ramirez, your work is invaluable," the official began, his tone earnest. "However, there are factions within our government that view the alien technology as a means to secure dominance. We need assurances that this collaboration won't be compromised for political gain." Elena felt a knot tighten in her stomach. The promise of progress had always been intertwined with ethical considerations, but the introduction of political agendas threatened to undermine the very essence of their mission. "I understand the concerns," she replied carefully. "But collaboration must be based on mutual respect and shared goals. Compromising our principles for power would only lead to further conflict." The official hesitated, sensing the conviction in her words. "We need to find a balance," he conceded. "For the sake of humanity's future, maintaining this alliance is crucial." As Elena navigated the murky waters of political intrigue, the external threats continued to mount. The rogue faction intensified their efforts, launching coordinated attacks that targeted communication arrays and research facilities worldwide. Each assault was more sophisticated than the last, indicating a high level of strategic planning and technological prowess. One night, during a particularly fierce attack on the facility's main communication hub, chaos erupted. Alarms blared as systems failed, leaving the research center in a temporary blackout. Elena and her team scrambled to restore functionality, working alongside the alien engineers to counteract the disruptions. In the midst of the turmoil, a power surge caused the holographic displays to flicker, revealing a hidden message embedded within the rogue signals. Elena's eyes widened as she pieced together the intricate code. "They're trying to signal something specific," she whispered, more to herself than to anyone else. Aisha leaned in, examining the data alongside her. "It seems like a call for help," she surmised. "But why would the rogue faction seek assistance from their own allies?" The revelation added another layer of complexity to the situation. The rogue faction's motives were no longer purely antagonistic. There were hints of internal conflict and desperation within their own ranks. Understanding this internal strife could be key to neutralizing the external threats. Determined to uncover the truth, Elena proposed a daring plan. "We need to establish direct communication with the rogue faction. If they're reaching out for help, there might be a chance to mediate and resolve the conflict from within." General Lee was skeptical, but the mounting evidence left them with little choice. "It's a risky move," he cautioned. But if there's even a small chance of de-escalation, it's worth pursuing. Elena and Aisha set out to craft a response that balanced firmness with empathy, aiming to open a dialogue without appearing weak. The process was painstaking, requiring a deep understanding of the alien language and cultural nuances. Every word was carefully chosen, every symbol meticulously placed. Days of intensive communication efforts culminated in a fragile breakthrough. The rogue faction agreed to a mediated discussion, setting the stage for a tentative meeting between human and alien representatives. The facility buzzed with cautious optimism, aware that the outcome could redefine the future of their interstellar relations. As the meeting approached, tensions ran high. Trust had been shattered and rebuilt in rapid succession, leaving everyone wary of hidden agendas and ulterior motives. Elena prepared meticulously, aware that the responsibility to foster peace rested heavily on her shoulders. The designated meeting space was transformed into a neutral zone, with security protocols heightened to prevent any unforeseen disruptions. Representatives from both factions gathered, their presence a symbol of the fragile bridge between cooperation and conflict. Elena took a deep breath, stepping forward to address the assembly. "We're here to find common ground and prevent further bloodshed. Let's work together to understand each other's perspectives and find a path forward that benefits both our peoples." The discussions were tense, filled with moments of misunderstanding and breakthroughs of mutual recognition. Slowly, the barriers of mistrust began to crumble, as both sides acknowledged their shared goals and the devastating consequences of continued hostility. However, just as progress seemed within reach, an unexpected betrayal shattered the fragile peace. A faction member, driven by personal vendettas and ulterior motives, sabotaged the communication systems, reigniting the flames of conflict. Alarms blared once more as the facility descended into chaos, mirroring the earlier attacks that had tested their resilience. Elena watched in horror as the rogue elements launched a coordinated assault, their actions driven by a desire for supremacy, rather than genuine grievances. The betrayal underscored the complexities of interspecies alliances, highlighting the ever-present threats of internal and external forces, seeking to derail progress. In the ensuing turmoil, Captain Lee and his team sprang into action, coordinating defense efforts to protect both human and cooperative alien personnel. The battle was fierce, with both sides suffering losses that weighed heavily on everyone involved. Elena found herself torn between her duty to protect her colleagues and her desire to preserve the hard-earned peace. Amidst the chaos, Talara emerged as a pivotal figure, rallying her faction to stand against the rogue elements. Her courage and leadership inspired others to fight not out of fear, but out of a shared commitment to mutual understanding and survival. Together, they managed to quell the rebellion, restoring a semblance of order and reaffirming the strength of their alliance. The aftermath of the betrayal left scars on both sides, serving as a stark reminder of the delicate balance required to maintain peace. Elena and her team worked tirelessly to rebuild the damaged communication systems, ensuring that the lines of dialogue remained open despite the setbacks. The experience deepened their understanding of the complexities inherent in interspecies relations, reinforcing the importance of vigilance and unwavering dedication to their shared goals. As the facility began to recover, the bonds between humans and cooperative aliens strengthened, founded on the lessons learned from their recent struggles. The challenges they faced had tested their limits but also showcased the indomitable spirit of humanity and its capacity for empathy, resilience, and adaptation. Elena reflected on the journey thus far, recognizing that the path to lasting peace was fraught with obstacles and moral dilemmas. The sacrifices made by so many underscored the high cost of collaboration, yet the promise of a united future provided a beacon of hope amidst the uncertainties of the cosmos. Standing alongside her, allies both human and alien, Elena embodied the essence of humanity's adaptability and ingenuity. The rising conflicts had not only tested their resolve but had also forged a legacy of cooperation and mutual respect that would guide them through the challenges yet to come. Elena stood at the forefront of the bustling command hub, her eyes fixed on the massive holographic display that dominated the room. The once serene research facility had transformed into a nerve center of activity, every screen and console a testament to humanity's desperate fight for survival. The rogue faction's aggressive maneuvers had escalated beyond anything anyone had anticipated, pushing both humans and their cooperative alien allies to their breaking points. The air was thick with tension as General Lee addressed the assembled team. The rogue faction isn't just targeting our infrastructure anymore. They're aiming to disrupt our alliance with Talara's contingent. If we don't act now, we risk losing everything we've worked for. Elena felt a surge of determination. She had spent countless hours deciphering alien technology, uncovering vulnerabilities that could tip the scales in their favor. The rare earth mineral, unobtainium, had proven to be the key. Its unique properties disrupted the energy matrix powering the rogue ships, creating opportunities for strategic strikes. "We have a plan," Elena began, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. "If we can deploy the unobtainium-based disruptors across their main fleet, we can neutralize their advantage and force them into retreat. But it requires precise coordination and swift execution." General Lee nodded, his stern expression softening slightly. "What do you need from us?" Elena outlined the strategy, a simultaneous offensive targeting multiple rogue ships using the disruptors. "We'll need full support from the military to secure the deployment sites and ensure the disruptors reach their intended targets without interference." As the team prepared for the mission, the weight of their fate pressed heavily upon them. Captain Moyle, Marcus Lee, though skeptical of the alien alliance, stood resolute beside Elena, his trust in her unwavering. Dr. Aisha Khan meticulously double-checked the codes for the disruptors, ensuring every variable was accounted for. The night before the operation, Elena found herself alone in the observation D in deck, the vast expanse of space stretching out before her. The stars shimmered with a cold, indifferent light, a stark reminder of the unknown that still loomed beyond. Her thoughts drifted to Alex, hoping he was safe and unaware of the impending battle that could determine humanity's future. A soft knock on the door interrupted her reverie. Dr. Khan entered, her expression a mix of concern and resolve. "Elena, everything's set. The disruptors are ready for deployment." Elena nodded, taking a deep breath. "Let's do this." The following morning, the team mobilized with a sense of urgency that belied their exhaustion. The deployment sites were strategically chosen, remote locations where the rogue ships frequently maneuvered. As the sun rose, casting long shadows over the Andes, humanity's resistance took shape. The first disruptor was launched, hurtling through the atmosphere with pinpoint accuracy. It struck the rogue ship with immense force, the energy matrix destabilizing. Instantly, the vessel shuddered and began to retreat, its once formidable presence now wavering. Encouraged by the initial success, the team pressed forward, each disruptor finding its mark with increasing precision. The rogue fleet responded with ferocity, launching counterattacks that tested the limits of both human and alien defenses. Explosions lit up the sky, a chaotic symphony of light and sound that mirrored the turmoil within Elena. Amidst the battlefield, Captain Lee led a contingent of soldiers in a daring maneuver to secure a critical deployment site. The mission was fraught with danger, the rogue forces relentless in their assault. Lee's tactical expertise and unwavering courage inspired his men, turning potential disaster into a display of strategic brilliance. As the day wore on, the tide began to turn. The disruptors continued to cripple the rogue ships, forcing them into a disorganized retreat. However, victory was not yet assured. The rogue leader, a formidable alien named Zorak, had unveiled a devastating weapon, an energy cannon capable of leveling entire cities with a single shot. Elena's heart raced as she decoded the weapon's specifications. "We have less than an hour before they fire," she announced, urgency lacing her voice. "If we don't disable that cannon, the consequences will be catastrophic." General Lee clenched his fists, determination hardening his features. "What do you need to stop it?" Elena's mind raced, piecing together the final steps of their plan. We need to infiltrate their command vessel and manually override the energy cannon. It's a suicide mission, but it's our only chance. A heavy silence filled the room as the weight of the decision settled upon them. Captain Lee stepped forward, his eyes meeting Elena's with unwavering resolve. If this is the only way to save countless lives, then I'm with you. Elena nodded, gratitude and sorrow swirling within her. This is bigger than any of us. It's about the future of humanity and our place in the cosmos. The team prepared for the assault, knowing that the path ahead was fraught with peril. As they boarded the stealth shuttle, Elena took a moment to glance back at the facility, the last bastion of hope and resilience. The echoes of their collective hopes and fears reverberated through her, steeling her for the confrontation to come. The shuttle descended towards the rogue command vessel, cloaked in darkness to avoid detection. The alien ship loomed ahead, its sinister silhouette a stark contrast to the cooperative vessels that had allied with humanity. The tension was palpable, each breath a reminder of the lives hanging in the balance. With precise coordination, the shuttle breached the vessel's defenses, deploying the team stealthily into the heart of the enemy ship. The corridors were a maze of unfamiliar technology and hostile designs, every step a risk of triggering alarms or encountering resistance. The team moved with purpose, guided by Elena's strategic mind and Captain Lee's tactical prowess. Deep within the command nexus, they located the energy cannon, a monstrous structure pulsating with raw power. The room buzzed with energy, the very air crackling with the potential for destruction. Zorak stood at the forefront, his presence commanding and unyielding, overseeing the final preparations for the weapon's activation. Elena approached the control panel, her fingers flying over the alien interface with practiced ease. The language barriers and technological disparities had become manageable through relentless effort and collaboration. I need a few minutes to override the system, she communicated through the comms, her voice steady despite the dire circumstances. Zorak's voice echoed through the chamber, cold and authoritative. You think you can stop us? Humanity has proven itself resilient, but your interference only hastens your downfall. As Elena worked, the team fended off waves of hostile forces attempting to reclaim control. Captain Lee led the defense with unparalleled skill, his actions embodying the very essence of human ingenuity and bravery. Each move he made was calculated, turning the tide of battle in their favor, even as the odds grew increasingly stacked against them. Minutes stretched into an agonizing eternity as Elena navigated the complexities of the energy matrix. Sweat beaded on her forehead, her mind racing to find the precise sequence needed to dismantle the weapon without triggering a catastrophic failure. The pressure was immense, each second a countdown towards potential annihilation. Almost there, she muttered, her focus unwavering. The final keystroke sent ripples through the system, destabilizing the cannon's core. Alarms blared as the energy levels plummeted, the weapon's power waning under the strain of the disruptor's influence. Zorak snarled in frustration, his plans unraveling before his eyes. No, this cannot be. In a desperate bid to save his creation, Zorak launched a last-ditch effort to regain control, unleashing a surge of uncontrolled energy. Elena's hand hesitated for a brief moment, the enormity of the decision weighing heavily upon her. But the safety of countless lives outweighed the personal cost. With a final, resolute keystroke, the energy cannon was deactivated. The chamber fell silent, the immediate threat neutralized. Elena exhaled deeply, the tension within her easing, as the reality of their success settled in. However, victory came at a steep price. In the chaos of the final confrontation, Captain Lee had sustained grievous injuries, his sacrifice ensuring the mission's success. Elena knelt beside him, the sorrow and respect in her eyes unmistakable. You did it, Marcus. You saved us all. Lee offered a faint smile, his strength waning. It's what we do. Protect humanity. As Lee took his final breath, the team made their way back to the shuttle, the weight of their loss tempered by the knowledge that their actions had averted disaster. The rogue command vessel, now crippled and leaderless, began to retreat, the threat it posed effectively neutralized. Returning to the facility, the team was greeted with a mix of relief and reverence. The successful mission was hailed as a turning point, demonstrating the extraordinary resilience and capability of humanity when united against a common threat. Yet the cost of victory lingered, a stark reminder of the sacrifices required to secure peace. In the aftermath, Elena stood once more in the observation deck, gazing at the horizon where the sun set over the Andes. The facility, scarred but unbroken, symbolized the enduring spirit of those who had fought to protect it. She reflected on the journey, the alliances forged and the lives lost in the pursuit of a safer future. The moral complexities of their actions weighed on her mind. The decision to engage in a suicide mission, the loss of Captain Lee, and the ethical implications of wielding such destructive power, all questions that required introspection and understanding. Humanity had triumphed, but the path forward was paved with lessons that would shape their destiny among the stars. As the facility began to rebuild and integrate the newfound knowledge and technologies, a sense of cautious optimism prevailed. The alliance with Talara's contingent deepened, bound by shared experiences and mutual respect. Together they embarked on a journey of exploration and discovery, determined to harness their combined strengths for the betterment of both species. Elena's leadership became a beacon of hope, embodying the very essence of human resilience and ingenuity. The events that had unfolded underscored the importance of unity, adaptability, and ethical considerations in navigating the vast unknowns of the cosmos. The balance between trust and vigilance remained delicate, a testament to the complexities of interstellar relations. As she watched the cooperative fleets prepare for future missions, Elena understood that their victory was not an endpoint, but a beginning. The challenges they had overcome had forged a legacy of cooperation and mutual respect, guiding humanity towards a future where their place in the universe was defined not by fear, but by collaboration and shared aspirations. The stars beyond, the Andes shimmered with promise, a vast expanse of opportunities and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Humanity had proven its worth, not through sheer force, but through the unwavering spirit of its people and their capacity to rise above adversity. The journey was far from over, but the foundation had been laid for a future where humanity's resilience and ingenuity would continue to shine amidst the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. The dawn broke over the Andes with a renewed sense of hope, its golden rays piercing through the remnants of chaos that had once threatened to engulf humanity. The research facility, though battered, stood resilient, its walls bearing the scars of the recent conflict, yet unwavering in their purpose. The aftermath of the climactic battle left an indelible mark on both the structure and those who inhabited it. Dr. Elena Ramirez stood on the observation deck, the same vantage point where she had once watched the alien spacecraft approach with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. Now the view symbolized a triumph born from sheer human ingenuity and unyielding spirit. The skies were clear, a stark contrast to the turmoil that had raged not long ago. Elena's thoughts drifted to Captain Marcus Lee, his sacrifice etched into her memory as a beacon of selflessness and leadership. The facility buzzed with activity as teams worked tirelessly to repair and rebuild. Engineers collaborated with alien technicians, their combined expertise accelerating the restoration of critical systems. The alliance, once fragile and tentative, had solidified into a cornerstone of humanity's new frontier. Advanced technologies, once beyond comprehension, were now being integrated into everyday life, promising unprecedented advancements in medicine, energy, and communication. Elena moved through the corridors, her presence a source of inspiration for those around her. Her leadership had not only steered them through the darkest hours, but had also fostered a culture of cooperation and mutual respect. Conversations echoed with optimism, voices discussing the potential of shared knowledge and the limitless possibilities that lay ahead. The initial fear of the unknown had transformed into a collective determination to explore and understand the cosmos together. In her office, the family photo of Elena and her son Alex served as a poignant reminder of what was at stake. Alex, now more curious and driven than ever, had taken to his studies with a fervor inspired by his mother's resilience. His involvement in the new generation of scientists and explorers symbolized the continuity of humanity's quest for knowledge and survival. Global recovery efforts were underway, nations once divided by rivalry, now united by a common purpose. The geopolitical landscape had shifted, alliances forming based not on power or resources but on shared aspirations and the recognition of their interconnected fate. The world had come together, pooling resources and expertise to rebuild not just infrastructure, but the very fabric of society. Elena's relationship with Dr. Aisha Khan had deepened amidst the trials they had faced. Their collaboration had bridged gaps between disciplines and cultures, fostering innovations that accelerated their progress. Together, they spearheaded initiatives to ensure that the integration of alien technology was ethical and sustainable, addressing the moral dilemmas that arose from wielding such advanced capabilities. The tentative alliance with Talara and her contingent had blossomed into a robust partnership. Joint missions were planned, focusing on exploration and mutual learning rather than mere survival. The exchange of knowledge opened doors to ancient mysteries and new scientific frontiers, each discovery reinforcing the strength of their collaboration. However, the shadows of past betrayals lingered, a constant reminder of the delicate balance between trust and vigilance. Despite the progress, lingering threats loomed on the horizon. Remnants of the hostile alien factions had retreated into the cosmos, their intentions obscured, and their potential for retribution a persistent concern. Intelligence teams worked alongside alien counterparts to monitor and neutralize any emerging threats, ensuring that the hard-won peace remained intact. The experience had taught humanity the importance of preparedness and the ever-present need for resilience. Elena grappled with the personal losses that accompanied their victory. Captain Lee's absence was felt deeply, his legacy honored through the safety and unity they had achieved. She dedicated herself to mentoring the next generation of leaders, instilling in them the values of courage, empathy, and strategic thinking. Alex, inspired by his mother's dedication, aspired to follow in her footsteps, embodying the hope and determination that defined humanity's response to the crisis. The integration of alien technology brought about transformative changes. Energy, sources once thought unattainable now powered entire cities, sustainable and clean. Medical advancements eradicated diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries, extending lifespans and enhancing quality of life. Communication systems bridged the vast distances of space, enabling real-time interactions with newfound allies across the galaxy. Yet with each advancement came ethical questions about dependency, control, and the preservation of human identity. Opportunities for exploration expanded beyond Earth. Collaborative missions were launched to distant star systems, seeking to uncover the mysteries of the universe and establish footholds on habitable exoplanets. The spirit of discovery that had fueled their survival now propelled them into a new era of interstellar exploration, driven by curiosity and the unrelenting pursuit of knowledge. As humanity ventured into the unknown, the lessons of the past remained ever present. The balance between ambition and caution, trust and skepticism, guided their interactions and decisions. The experiences had forged a collective consciousness that valued resilience, adaptability, and the ethical implications of their actions. The moral ambiguities faced during the crisis had matured into a nuanced understanding of the complexities inherent in their journey through the cosmos. Elena's reflections often led her to contemplate the essence of humanity, the capacity to rise above challenges, to innovate in the face of adversity, and to forge connections across diverse cultures and species defined their identity. The awe and terror of the unknown had given way to a profound sense of purpose and belonging, anchoring humanity's place in the vast expanse of the universe. As the facility thrived as a hub of interstellar diplomacy and scientific advancement, new alliances formed with other civilizations they encountered. Each partnership brought unique perspectives and technologies, enriching humanity's collective knowledge and fostering a network of intergalactic cooperation. The once solitary endeavor of survival had evolved into a collaborative journey of growth and exploration. However, the path forward was not without its challenges. Ethical dilemmas regarding the use of advanced technologies, the preservation of cultural identities, and the management of interspecies relations required continuous dialogue and introspection. The delicate balance between harnessing power and maintaining humanity's core values was a persistent theme, guiding their evolution as a species. Emerging threats, both external and internal, tested their newfound unity. Rogue elements sought to exploit alien technologies for personal gain, while factions within humanity grappled with differing visions for the future. The lessons learned from the initial crisis underscored the importance of vigilance and ethical stewardship, ensuring that the mistakes of the past were not repeated. Elena stood as a symbol of humanity's enduring resilience and capacity for growth. Her journey from a dedicated exobiologist to a leader guiding an interstellar alliance mirrored the transformation of humanity itself. The shadows of the crisis had been dispelled by the light of cooperation and innovation, illuminating a path toward a future where humanity thrived not in isolation, but as part of a broader cosmic community. The stars beyond the Andes shimmered, with promise, each one a beacon of possibility and discovery. Humanity had not only survived an unprecedented threat but had emerged stronger, its place in the universe affirmed by its ability to adapt, collaborate, and aspire. The journey ahead was vast and uncharted, but the foundation had been laid for a legacy of resilience and ingenuity that would define their destiny among the stars. As the first light of dawn painted the Andes in hues of gold and amber, the research facility stood as a beacon of resilience and hope. The scars of recent conflicts had been meticulously repaired, each restoration a testament to humanity's unwavering determination to rebuild and advance. The once fractured corridors now echoed with the harmonious collaboration of human and alien scientists, their combined efforts driving innovations that bridged the gap between worlds. Dr. Elena Ramirez walked through the bustling halls, her steps confident yet reflective. The partnership forged with Talara and her contingent had transformed the facility into a hub of interstellar diplomacy and scientific achievement. Advanced holographic displays showcased joint projects, from sustainable energy solutions harnessed, from unobtainium to breakthroughs in medical technology that promised to eradicate diseases once deemed incurable. The air buzzed with excitement, a stark contrast to the fear and uncertainty that had once dominated their lives. In her office, Elena gazed at the stars through the panoramic windows, the vast expanse of space a constant reminder of the endless possibilities that lay ahead. Her thoughts drifted to Captain Marcus Lee, whose sacrifice had secured their present peace. His legacy lived on in the hearts of those who knew him, inspiring a new generation of leaders and innovators. Elena felt a profound sense of responsibility, not just to her team or her son Alex, but to all of humanity that now looked to the stars with renewed vigor and optimism. Alex, inspired by his mother's journey, had begun his own path in the sciences, driven by a desire to explore and understand the cosmos. His enthusiasm mirrored the collective spirit of humanity, eager to uncover the mysteries that lay beyond their planet. Together, Elena and Alex symbolized the continuity of human resilience and the unending quest for knowledge. Yet, amidst the harmony, subtle tensions remained. The integration of alien technology had sparked debates over ethical boundaries and the preservation of human identity. Questions about dependency and control lingered, prompting continuous dialogue and introspection. Elena navigated these complexities with the same grace that had guided her through the crisis, ensuring that progress did not come at the expense of humanity's core values. In a quiet moment of reflection, Elena received a transmission from deep space. The signal was faint but unmistakably intentional, echoing the enigmatic messages that had first marked the alien arrival. Her heart quickened as she recognized the patterns, another opportunity for discovery, or a new challenge lurking in the void. The message hinted at a distant civilization, one that had been observing their progress with keen interest. The facility held its collective breath as the team prepared to respond, the potential for new alliances or unforeseen threats hanging in the balance. Elena stood at the precipice of a new chapter, the lessons of the past guiding her steps into the unknown. The stars beckoned once more, each twinkling light a promise of adventure and the enduring spirit of humanity. As she watched the new signal being decoded, Elena felt a surge of hope tempered with caution. The journey was far from over, and the universe still held countless mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The foundation they had built, grounded in cooperation, resilience, and ethical stewardship, would serve as the cornerstone for whatever lay ahead. The stars beyond the Andes shimmered, with renewed promise, their silent whispers carrying the legacy of humanity's triumph and the boundless potential of its future. The alliance with the cooperative alien contingent had proven that together, they could navigate the vast and uncharted realms of the cosmos. With each new discovery, they would continue to define their place in the universe, driven by the indomitable spirit that had turned the tide against adversity and propelled them toward a destiny among the stars.